Would you look at that? You like my little hood prop there? I actually have it over here. So this is really odd. I know the elephant in the room is, why is this like that? Well, I've been driving it. Been driving around today, so I don't have a video of it right now. Look at, that's bird shit. So you know it's real. I had it outside, it's already been shit on by birds, so. I got the hood prop rod here. I don't know what happened when I built this, because when I had this side done, the hood would close, and then once I get everything else situated, this prop hits that downpipe. So I either need to figure out, like either maybe put it over here, or what I'd like to do is just do a traditional like hood, like manual one that you just, you know, prop back up here, and then when you want to put it down, you just pop it out and you smash it down there somewhere, kind of keep this area opened up. But I did take this out on just a little cruise around our cul-de-sac, out and about, obviously because I have no seat belts. That is not the license plate for this car. Even though I have them, I don't have current tabs, so I have a private road here and over, so I can at least do that. But a couple things I noticed right away was, I don't know if I didn't tighten this, but the radiator open, or like the non-spring loaded one, here, let's see if I can do it here. Cover was like loose, so I actually had a little bit of coolant that spilled out. I've been trying to get the coolant system bled. It's been working pretty good. I need to get more distilled water, but you can see we're out. So I need to add more in there and let this thing bubble some more, get some air out of it. Otherwise, it seems to be working pretty well. The power steering pump, I need to add some more fluid to that, but we have no leaks there, and the pressure line hasn't popped off, so I think we're good. It does turn pretty well. I mean, when it turns, I mean, like, you can steer it on the road, but holy crap, I did not realize that these cars' turning radius are like trash. Just going to the end of our street over here, I had to do like a 2-point turn just for the fact that I just couldn't make the turnaround. So other than that, it's been pretty good. The throttle needs to be situated. I wonder if I can, let's go over that, because I wanted to quick blip it on the way. I know it's not fully seated, and I think it hits the firewall, but I wanted to just blip it down my main road, and it had like no, that's why. I'm literally hitting the firewall there on the edge here. I bet if I turn this, yeah, I need to add a spacer on this bottom piece, because I think I'm only getting like, yeah, that's not very much. I want to say it's probably like 60%. And I can see now why it was over there, why it was, yep. So the bottom of that is hitting the tunnel. So this thing is so dang close to the brake. And this might just be a Corvette thing that I'm just not a big fan of. So what I might actually do is, this is an Impala pedal. It's probably really hard to see. Here, let me grab a light here quick. I took the Silverado throttle, and I cut the arm off it, because, you know, it like goes like this way and then comes back out. It's like, so if you're looking here, it goes like that. So I ended up cutting it off, and I took like an 09 Impala pedal and bolting it onto the Silverado arm that I cut. But the pedal, these cars, the tunnels are so big in these things that you have to get a really tiny pedal. So I'm gonna kind of show you what my first thing came to my brain here. What I want to do is, so I have it sit here like this, and it can be turned because I only have one bolt up there. Let's see here if I can do this. Let's try this. Does that work? Sweet. So you can see I can like turn it a little bit. So I don't have it fully mounted to the firewall. I need to put a spacer on that bottom end here, so it pops it out just a little bit. But I had it right here. It's literally hitting like that mount back here. So what I think I might do is, I like the way it sits right here, because it's away from the brake as much as possible. Otherwise you tend to want to like smack both of them. So what I think I might do is, I'll get it to where I want. I might actually cut that mount out and find somewhere else to put it. This is like the mounting system for like the center console plastic, so it looks nice. I might actually like cut this just slightly right there just to make some more room, and then get the spacer on the back of this so we have full throttle. Otherwise, it, like I said, when I was hitting it, it was like nothing. This is what I was doing. It's like, no, nothing. That's full, like that's full throttle. But I definitely need to go through the tune once I get this thing more situated. You know, I'd like to actually get the cage in it and get this painted and get like complete and do the tuning like last, because then I can just worry about that. But at least I was able to drive it around. It seems to be pretty good. I still have a bunch of parts I need to get on it. I have up underneath here is like the front rotors and pads and shocks and a couple other items. This tie rod end, or the inner tie rod. A tie rod end, well, I have tie rod ends for both these, but the inner tie rod on this side, because it's slightly bent. Get that all stuff set up. And the only thing I have to do here is get the NOx sensors still wired in, and get the oil pressure plug into the computer. And that'll pretty much finish it up until, like, you know, we do cruise control and we do AC and all that stuff. But I mean, I can't complain. You literally just turn it on. You hit the start button and it starts and it shifts. The only thing I noticed about with the shifting is when you go into reverse, it takes like 3 seconds to go into reverse. And it's not like it's lugging. It's just you hit reverse and you're like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, and all of a sudden it's like dope. But when you go into drive or neutral, it's instant. And the first, second, and third shift that I was able to do, it's like boop boop, like super quick, not harsh. It's there, it does it. So I guess I can't complain. I need to put some more miles on it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I gotta go into town. We're gonna get groceries tomorrow. So I'm gonna get another gallon of distilled water, and I have another thing of concentrate for coolant. It's down there, so I'll get that in there, and then I'll top off the power steering fluid with more ATF, and then we'll figure out the throttle and get that taken care of. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of clean some of this stuff up. But that'll pretty much take care of the engine stuff, and we should be good there. There isn't any leaks that I can see. I bled the brakes enough to where they work. Still not a huge fan of them. I see there's water on the floor down here. I wonder what that's from. Hopefully it's from the exhaust. You know, when I start talking about this stuff and I start seeing water, other items, I wonder what that is. Huh. What is that? What is this? That's water. I must have a, oh, it's sweet. The exhaust, the mufflers have a slight leak here. The stock mufflers. So that's just water. So, excuse me. So I'll have to figure out the leak there and weld that. Otherwise, just, you know, pretend it doesn't exist. Because that's kind of what I like to do. It's just, you know, see it and then don't see it. So that's the little update. I'm not going to make this very long, but the next one I'd like to actually get a video of this thing rolling. It's nice. I mean, it's really simple. You put it into gear, drive it out of the garage, and you just drive it back in. So I just have it like this, figure out where the prop rod's going to go. But yeah, that's the update there, and we'll keep going on this. Interior, I guess, is after the little pieces here and there. The interior is what we'll be working on, and we'll start getting the cage in here and get that stuff bent. And I'm going to actually pull this, excuse me, I'm gonna pull the car out of the garage every couple days when I have like an hour or two of free time. And we're just gonna start sanding this thing down. We're gonna go through the body here. We're gonna get the top done. We got the doors and stuff, and we'll get some of that stuff sanded as we go. Put a few hours into that, and then we can get this thing primed up. And, you know, while we're working on the interior, we can also be working on the exterior because it's getting painted yellow. So we'll do that. The rear spring needs to be adjusted. It sits high, it needs to be lowered a lot further. I want to get to stock height, so I'm going to get it down to where basically the rod is at its lowest point, because I don't want to lower this car. I'd like it to just sit stock. If I can keep this thing higher off the ground, the better for my situation. So yeah, that's the update. If you guys have any questions, let me know. It drives, but we need to have a video. So it's kind of like, does it really drive? To have a proof? It drives.